Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Mo, and as my channel name says, I'm over 50 and broke. In this video, I'd like to go back a bit and show you some video clips of the period just before and after my home sale. I was certainly in denial for a long time before I accepted that selling the house was the only logical way. Looking back, there were so many things I should have done differently, but I just couldn't let go of my dream. I felt I had to hold on until things got better. Well, little did I know, things would only get worse. It took a long time for me to finally contact my real estate agent to come and look at the house and make arrangements to sell. I was in denial, just not accepting that this was really only my logical way forward. Looking back, I can now see there were so many things I should have done differently, but I just couldn't let go of my dream. I felt that I had to hold on until things got better, but things only got worse. After accepting that finally I had to sell, it seemed as every stage after that point just felt like a gut punch. On moving day, I remember it still didn't feel real until the moment I got in my car and drove away. I remember the new homeowners looked so happy. I envied them starting a new chapter of their lives while I was heading off to nowhere. Over the next 12 days, we stayed in 4 different hotels. I'm showing here a couple clips of 2 of the better ones that we stayed in. One of the hotels that we stayed in was such a dump. I was so depressed. We stayed there for 3 nights and 4 days. And really, in that hotel, I just spent 3 days in the room in bed. So, this hotel, Great Canadian Resort, was the last one we stayed in, and I just decided I needed to be somewhere where I could enjoy myself. It was such a stressful time, and I just needed to take a moment and just be in a situation where I was feeling uplifted, that I could even just take the 3 days that we stayed here as vacation, even though it wasn't the ideal situation. While staying at the Great Canadian Resort, I was able to finally locate a situation that would get us out of the hotel hopping, and I was able to book us into a short-term rental. And with these apartments, you rent them by 30-day intervals. So you can rent, you say you're renting for 3 months, you can say you're renting for 6 months, or you can just go say you're renting for 30 days, and then after 30 days you can rebook again for another 30 days, and you can just sort of take it that way. This was a much better option for me, of course. It wasn't my intention to stay in hotels. I had wanted to do Airbnb, but Airbnb, they blocked me. Somehow they thought I was a party animal and I was only trying to rent for the purposes of throwing a party. This caused another level of devastation for me, because I could not locate a a situation where I could plug into work, I essentially lost my job. And when you have a work from home position, you require a home. And since I couldn't provide a timeline as to when I'd be up and running to work, then I lost my job. Had I known about options like this, short-term rental, I could have set myself up to get one of these rather than focusing on Airbnb and such like places to try to find more of a home to stay in to keep my job, because this would have worked out perfectly, and had I known, I wouldn't have lost my job. But these apartments are extremely expensive, but still a much better alternative to hotels. The next clip coming up is what I recorded at the end of August. I was just documenting my feelings of what I was going through at the time. And of course, my face is not displayed in the video, because as I mentioned before, I'm just not there yet. But I'll get there.
So, beautiful day out here. Just out and about getting some errands done. Not been easy the last few days, the last couple weeks actually, just still trying to work through everything, still trying to find the next step. I don't know. It's hard, it's hard when you pictured your life a certain way, when you just never imagined that it would be this way. It's hard when you pictured your life going a different way. Just never would have imagined, not in a million years, that I would be going through this type of transition at this point in time in my life. Thought I'd be, more settled, more, but that's not the case. And day by day, I'm accepting that. As hard as it is, it's like, how do you even accept it? Like, how do you even wrap your brain around that? But I'm finding ways day by day to accept the reality of this situation. And it's all life's journeys, and you just never know where the road in life will take you. And this is the road that I'm on. Sometimes try to look back to see, okay, what did I do? What could I have done differently to have that would have resulted in it would have brought forth different results, and maybe I would have been on a different path. What could I have done differently? And the answer is there's probably many things, but you know what? I'm not going back there. I don't really have the capacity for it. I'm just trying to figure out the here and now, and understand what it means at this point in time to be here in this place, and what that means, going forward. I know many people have had to start over, older than me. Many people have had to start over, but it is so scary. So scary for me to be in my 50s and have to figure things out like this. It's very scary for me. But I'm trying to hold on to my faith, prayer that it will work out. I have to believe that it will work out. And I'm trying not to beat up on myself too much, knowing that things do happen, and it is just a series of catastrophic storms that converged into one catastrophic event for me, and it's just like everything just sort of, and I just see the last 3 years of consistent decline based on various different things that happen, multiple family deaths, job loss, illness, just everything. Then of course you had a pandemic thrown in there, like who knew, right? And then and then of course you've got all this upheaval in so many different parts of the world, and has just created this like horrific economic situation that it has just never been seen before, not like this. So yeah, it is a series of things that just,
it was a series of events that resulted in where we are today. Now I know, looking back, it had to be done. There was no other options for me but to sell my home. But because I was holding on for sentimental reasons, it costed me considerably. And that amount that it cost me runs into the tens of thousands of dollars. In my next video, I'll break down the details of how much I lost and where. I really hope it will help someone who is faced with similar circumstances to put aside sentimentality and make a decision and stop the procrastination and avoid throwing away money like I did. It's hard decisions that we make on a daily basis. These are our lives, and you can see my little home was not much, but it was mine, and I worked hard to get